What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Ben Thomas Show. Thanks for coming back. Today we have another immediate purchase available from EXO-6, and it's Kolinahr Spock from Star Trek: The Motion Picture. Now, this is the second release we've seen from this film. The first was Kirk a couple weeks ago, and wow, did he fly off the shelf. Like, within 3 hours, he was gone. Now, I know there were some trickle-down sales other places, but that was on EXO-6's website. So if you're interested in Spock, definitely take a look at the preview video today. Make your decision, I think, relatively swiftly. But if you also like the video, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe if you can, and let's get into it. So literally by the time I had a chance to finish editing my initial preview, this sold out on EXO-6. How crazy is that? This is now the second release we've gotten from Star Trek: The Motion Picture. Both gone, same day, on EXO-6's website. Now, like I mentioned at the beginning, there are some trickle-down sales through sites like Sideshow and some of these other distributors that sell 1/6 scale. But wow, this is a little bit crazy. I'm almost surprised EXO-6 has decided to release such limited batches. And one of the challenges and worries that I have with Kolinahr Spock here is that, similar to the Kirk, Nanjin said that there are really none available for replacement. If you get any with bad QC issues, there's none to swap out parts with. They're gone. Once they're sold out from him, they're gone. Even his release, he said, was gone. Like, he couldn't replace his own unit if he needed to. Basically tossed a grenade into the workshop and said, that's it. A little bit crazy. However, let's take a better look at this figure. So, of course, this is Leonard Nimoy as Spock, reprising his role after about 10 years of being away from the character. Now, this was in the film Star Trek: The Motion Picture. It had its fair share of fans, but I would say that most Star Trek fans that I know that love the original films often say that they loved The Wrath of Khan or The Search for Spock more. But the original motion picture was still the original. It was the first film that we saw with these specific actors. Now, Kirk, a few weeks ago, as we spoke about, flew off the shelves pretty quickly. Spock is really no exception. Now, a little bit of history about this particular version of Spock. When we catch up with Spock here, he's actually left Starfleet and gone back to Vulcan to essentially relearn some of what it means to be Vulcan. And during this ceremony called the Kolinahr Ritual, he's kind of interrupted mid-ritual. And Spock realizes that he has to actually return to the Enterprise to save the galaxy. Pretty epic stuff. This particular figure, I do think they've done a great job. The outfit is very iconic to the film. I love the robes. I love the detailing on the front with the lettering. I really think it is a strong likeness to Leonard Nimoy himself as Spock. They've got the facial features down. The bone structure of the man's face was pretty epic, let's be honest. And I do think that they've captured that really, really well here in this EXO-6 release. Now, just like the previous version of Kirk that we've just received from the original motion picture film, Spock here doesn't come with very much. What you're seeing here, what he's wearing, his robes, he's got a couple of hands that go along with the figure, but that's pretty much it. Just like the Kirk, he does come with a 1-to-1 scale infinite diversity and infinite combination badge, or IDIC, which looks to be in collaboration with Fansets once again. Interesting piece. I noticed on some of the previous Kirk releases that people have been getting in hands, some folks haven't received their base. Now, this badge typically goes right in the base, so you need it. So again, that goes back to my concerns with this figure of QC control. If something needs to be replaced, what's going to happen? With them selling out here in a matter of hours once again, it is definitely a concern for me. But I will say that I think if you got your hands on this figure and Spock is one of your favorite characters, this is an amazing option to have in your 1/6 scale collection. This is definitely a museum piece. It's going to be something that you find a great pose with and you basically just leave them in that pose forever. And I think that's okay for certain figures, especially guys like Spock. right? He's very awesome, but he also has a stoicness to him that means that he's not always the most dynamic. Yes, we saw him have some dynamic scenes in the original television show, for sure. But in the film, not necessarily. But I'd love to hear from you guys. This is a really short video because he really doesn't come with a lot. I just wanted to make sure people who are in my fan base knew that this guy was out. Did you get your hands on him, or have you missed the boat already? If so, I'd love to hear from you down below in the comments. Did you get Kirk? Was there any QC issues with Kirk that you had? Would love to hear from you in the chat below. But again, if you guys liked the video, hit the like button for me. Smash the subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll catch you guys on the next Star Trek EXO-6 preview video. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great night.